A new car. Story by Judie Eberhardt. Larry's dad had a car that was 10 years old. His dad loved his car. It was black and had over 80,000 miles. Larry's dad said that it was time to get a new car, but he wasn't sure if the new cars would be as reliable as his car of 10 years. "Dad," said Larry, "you need to get a new car. You don't want to have a car that is really old." Larry's dad knew he needed to get a new car, but the problem was he just didn't have enough money right now to buy a new car. Deep down, Larry knew that his dad was having money problems. Larry decided to take the money he had saved over the last 2 years from birthdays, Christmas, his bank account, and his allowance and give it to his dad to help buy the new car. Larry left for school the next morning, but not before he left an envelope by his dad's plate at the table. In the envelope, there was $1,000. Larry's dad came into the kitchen to eat breakfast and saw the envelope. "What is this?" he asked Larry's mom. "Larry left that envelope before he went for school," said Mom. Larry's dad opened the envelope and saw the $1,000 that Larry had given his dad for the new car. "There's a $1,000 in here," exclaimed Larry's dad. Larry's mom said, "Larry wanted to help you with the payment for the new car." That afternoon, Larry's dad went to the car dealer and got a car that was only 1 year old. It was a bright red, Larry's favorite color. The money Larry left for him was enough to pay for the new car. Larry's dad even had some money left over. With the money he had left, he bought a surprise gift for Larry. That night, Larry came home and saw the new car in the driveway. "Wow," said Larry. "That is a great car." "Thanks to you, we got that great car," said Larry's dad. "Thank you so much for being such a generous and caring son." "There is a small gift for you too," said Larry's dad. Larry was so excited to find a new baseball in the box with the bow. Larry loved baseball, and his dad wanted to show how much he appreciated what Larry had done. "Not only do we have a great new car, I got a great new baseball too," said Larry. "Everyone is happy, and that makes me happy too," said Larry. The Lucky Blue Socks. Story by Judie Eberhardt. Josh and his friends were talking one day about things that bring them luck. "I have a rabbit's foot," said Larry. "I have a lucky penny," said Roger. "Every time I want to do really well in baseball or swimming, I always carry my lucky penny." "What about you, Josh?" asked Roger. "What is lucky for you?" Josh thought for a moment, and he answered, "My blue socks." "Blue socks," the boys said together. "How can blue socks bring you luck?" Josh said that every time he wears his blue socks to school, before a test, he gets a good grade. He told the boys that one day he wore his brown socks, and he didn't do well on his test. The next day, Josh had a math test. He was upset because he couldn't find his blue socks to wear to school. "Mom," yelled Josh, "where are my blue socks? I have a math test today, and I need to wear them." "Don't be silly," Mom said. "Those socks need to be washed. If you studied for your test, you will do just fine." Josh was not sure he agreed with his mom. "When I wear them, I get a good grade," Josh said. "Did you study for your test?" asked Mom. "Yes." "Then you have nothing to worry about. Just do your best." It was time for Josh to take his math test. His tummy felt funny, but he thought to himself, just do your best. Larry had his rabbit's foot, and Roger had his lucky penny. They asked Josh if he wore his lucky blue socks. "No," said Josh. "They were in the wash." "Well, good luck," the boys said. Josh took his time and answered all the questions. He even went back to check his work to be sure he did his best. That wasn't so bad, Josh thought to himself. Josh's teacher told him later that he scored a 95 on his test. "Wow," cried Josh. "I didn't even wear my lucky blue socks." Josh couldn't wait to tell his mom how great he did on his test. Mom said, "When you study and do your best always, you will get a good grade. The socks do not make you do well, only you can make yourself do well." You need to have confidence in yourself. Roger and Larry did well on their tests, but they did not score as high as Josh. They told Josh that next time they will study harder and longer and not rely on their good luck charms to pass a test. The Bully. Story by Judie Eberhardt. Carson was going back to school after spring break. He had heard that a new boy would be starting at his school. Carson was anxious to meet him and make a new friend. That day at lunch, the new boy came and sat across from Carson. Carson said hi and asked him his name. The boy answered, "None of your business." Carson was surprised that the boy would be so mean. Carson ate his lunch in silence. School let out, and on the walk home the new boy came up behind Carson and said, "Let me have your homework so I can copy it. I know you finished it at school." "I'm not giving you my homework," said Carson. "That would be cheating." As Carson started to walk away, the boy tripped Carson. Carson fell, ripped his pants, and got a big scrape on his knee. The boy started laughing and ran away. Carson got up and headed home. "What happened?" asked Mom when Carson came into the kitchen. "The new boy at school tripped me because I wouldn't let him copy my homework," said Carson. "Who is this new boy?" Mom asked. "His name is Jack, and I only know that because I heard the teacher call him that. He was mean to me at lunch when I asked him his name," said Carson. The next day, Carson's mom went to the school. And told the principal what had happened. Jack was called to the office and admitted he tripped Carson. "Why?" asked Mrs. Rogers, the principal. "Carson was only trying to be nice to you in the cafeteria yesterday when he asked you your name." "This is the third school I've been in since school started," said Jack. "I guess I was trying to be a tough guy so no one would mess with me." "Well, did it ever cross your mind that if you would just be yourself and be kind, the kids would be your friend?" asked Mrs. Rogers. Jack said he was very sorry. Mrs. Rogers said that Jack needed to talk to Carson and tell him he was sorry. Jack did apologize to Carson and his mom. Carson's mom invited Jack to the house for dinner. Carson told his mom that Jack is really nice, but just had a hard time fitting in. "I'm glad you have a new friend," said Carson's mom.